Is Itau Unibanco a buy or a sell? First off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of today by liking and subscribing. So we go here to the other themes, and I have a theme called Too Big to Fail Banks. And these are huge banks, systemically critical, important to the entire global financial system. We do have Itau Unibanco Holding. It's a Brazilian bank, 15-ish% move from the 52-week low, but we are minus 26% away from the highs, which is significant. As here is their website, the largest private sector bank in Brazil. Our quest for a better future. We always have an eye on people and the environment in our relations with our customers and society. Currently, we have publicly adopted 8 positive commitments which guide our business purpose and our values. Yeah, okay. So here you have some numbers. So let's just jump into the charts. This is the very big picture, and we do have some time cycles that have been rather informative, hinting about what is the major gravitational pull going to be to the upside or the downside. We are still part of this rising phase. Unlike some of the prior rallies here, we have seen a rather modest rally. So yeah. I think that this looks interesting, especially given that we are at a very low level. We are currently at horizontal support, and this is big picture support. If we look at some previous times where we tested these levels, it resulted in huge rallies. Here we got a big move, here we got a very big move, here we got some bounces that, from a percentage standpoint, were significant. So let's just look at this move here as an example. Up here, that was, 54-ish%. So we are at a level where we do expect buyers to come in. However, there's a big but. If the buyers do not show up, that could be really bad. It would be severely bad if buyers do not use this level as a time to buy. Because if we lose horizontal support here, then all bets are off. Now looking here at the daily data points, you do see that this stock pays a lot of dividends, so that's beneficial. You get it at a low level, and you do get some yield that is a hedge against the downside. So here on the daily data point, we are testing horizontal support. We do have some smaller time cycles here, suggesting that there's a rising phase around the corner, which is bullish. When we look at these other indicators, like that, RSI is at a level that has triggered buyers to step in before. Like if you zoom in a bit, like back here, we had a similar-ish RSI level. We did get a bounce. Back here, we had this kind of low RSI, and we did get a very substantial rally. So this is a level where we expect the bulls to come in. The distance from the purple 20-week moving average, green 50-week, blue 100-week, and the red 200-week moving average, it is at levels that has triggered the bulls to step in multiple times in the past. So we are deeply undervalued from a technical analysis perspective. Going to the daily data points, especially with the longer term moving averages here, you see something similar on the PPO. We are at a low level on the RSI that has a tendency to be bought. Okay, then we go to the correlations. So long term, we do have a 54% negative correlation with the S&P 500. A 3% correlation here with the financial services, global financial services ETF, the IXG. 88% positive with the Brazil ETF, the EWSAT, and 40% positive with the dollar index. Going to the daily data points, we still have a negative correlation with the S&P 500, but now at 15%, minus 17% with global finance ETF. And 90% positive with Brazil, and minus 49% with dollar index. Okay, looking at the seasonality over the last 5 years, December has been the strongest month. January has also been good, and November is also good. Over the last 10 years, November closes higher 60% of the time, 56% of the time for December. January and February are also decent month. Then over the last 20 years, it is pretty clear that we are currently in the strongest seasonality for this stock. So November and December tend to be good. January is the weakest month. So that is something to be aware of. But at least this month and the coming month, it tend to be good. Sachs has a number for sell, but a B value score, F growth, the momentum. Top 25% is the industry rank, bank foreign. 0.80% dividend, which is not nothing to write home about, but at least it is a dividend. $40 billion in market cap. So this is what happens to this bank is it's a big deal. It will be really bad if we lose that horizontal support. When we look here at the analyst price targets, so you see here that the consensus is pretty bullish, a buy. The average price target is 41% above the current stock price. The highest price target is 75% above, and the lowest target is 9% above. So all the price targets are significantly above the current stock price. Obviously, that pushes us firmly in a more bullish direction. So to sum up my take here, the technical picture, the message was pretty clear. When we look at it historically, what is the primary trend historically when we have these kinds of readings? Well, it's that buyers step up. So that is the expectation. Looking here at the seasonality, that also pushes us in a more bullish direction. The fundamentals are more firmly bullish, especially in the sense that this is value. There is a dividend, but yeah, nothing to write home about, but at least you get some yield as you wait. There is a big but. If we lose this horizontal support, then the bullish thesis definitively go out the window. That would be really bad, not simply for this bank, but also for Brazil.